My name is Nick Sanders. I'm here with Clint Weigel at CrossFit Soul. We're going to put together a hip mobility series to work on our squat mechanics. So the first exercise in the series is going to be hip in and out rotation or internal external rotation. So Clint's going to go active, he's going to brace at the core, he's going to drop into that bottom position. From that bottom position, he's going to rotate the hip in and out. He's going to allow his foot to move on this one. So you're going to see his foot roll to the inside and the outside of the hip as he exaggerates end range hip internal external rotation. He's doing his best to maintain an active core with that rib cage down, abs are engaged. From there, he's going to go back to the set position, repeat it on the opposite side. Before you go to stand up, make sure you get back into a neutral position, brace the core, keep the hips back, we'll bring it back to the front. The next exercise in this series is going to be an infant squat into an overhead reach. So for the squat, Clint's going to bend forward, he's going to grab onto the front of his toes. He's going to pull himself into a tall position, keeping his core tight, pulling the butt towards the heels as he gets himself nice and tall. He's going to maintain the position with one hand as he reaches into the overhead squat position with the other. Focus on keeping the rib cage down as you squeeze the scapula up and back. Okay? Repeat it on the other side. Work somewhere between 3 and 5 reps on each side. For a little extra fun, take the other hand into that overhead position, so go both arms, stand up the overhead squat. This exercise in this series is going to work ankle mobility. Clint's going to drop down into the bottom of the squat. He's going to then drive his knees forward as far as he can. Okay. Emphasis here on is maintaining a neutral foot position. We want that arch to stay in a stable position. Don't want to let the foot roll in and out. Keep that arch neutral. Drive that knee forward, creating as much dorsiflexion as you can. Make sure you keep that heel planted. Work 5 to 6 reps on each side. You are going to need something to hold on to for this one. The next exercise in this series is going to be hip extension. So from this kneeling position, Clint's going to brace at the core. Real important that you maintain your hollow rib cage down position through this stretch. As Clint comes forward, he's going to get a stretch in the front of his hip. Once he feels that stretch in the front part of the hip, he's going to squeeze his glutes. With that glute set, it's going to increase your stretch. You're going to hold that for 5 seconds. You're going to relax the butt squeeze. You should be able to get a little further into hip extension. Okay? You're going to work 5 reps there, contracting, relaxing with the stretch. If you want a little extra tension into the system, you can internally rotate the hip, maintaining a neutral hip position. So the pelvis stays straight ahead, you take the heel to the outside, that internal rotation will tighten up that hip capsule a little more, make it a little more aggressive for you. Last one in the series, we're going to hold the bottom of the squat for 30 seconds. So you can stay active in this bottom position. It's only going to be 30 seconds. You can play with different things, taking your knees inside the elbows, driving the knees the outside, trying to drop the butt down a little bit lower. But stay active, try to keep the core engaged. You can hunt around different sides on the hip, but try to maintain that neutral spine position in the bottom of the squat.